Hello everybody, the sound night is Brony time and welcome. Oh, and I skipped forward it. I remember what he said, but we're back and we just learned of supposed presence of children on the set, and now we are in a recess. So let's get back into it. Mr. Powers. Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume is off in the corner of the dressing room. Oh my god, sometimes I'm trying to click and it won't let me. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. Crazy fans out there, didn't someone steal the Spider-Man costume? God damn it. Just got coke all over me. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right, and it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time, okay? Let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? The security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Hell? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag, that's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. Sorry, she knew that the camera gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump in with an injectum and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy Poo, don't just sit there, do something! What's That's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? The very same reasoning that Mr. Powers is a suspect in his case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Power lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. I did it. Now Winbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright. The boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it that be nice to kids and means your elders stay whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed the murder? He didn't have the card key. Take that! The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Winbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you go off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Winbag wants to talk. Mr. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there was something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? But by whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify! Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Hold it! So you were told not to talk? That's right, by the studio, the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. Who were those people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, but I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Is it Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I already asked all my questions, but... Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold it that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out who was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. What a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think we at WP's got a chance? I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer? Yes. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's a bellboy happily cleaning the room. His favorite pot of plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately that it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Okay, I think that all this is the same. No one's here. Right now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they didn't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard's taking, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Computer that runs the studio security cameras, huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. An overhead map of the studio. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey. Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. I'm an assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right, just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm not sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I was supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. It's like a castle, probably near old Tokyo Castle. What's the point? Yeah, I think we already observed everything. So the fanboy where they're talking about the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want me to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious. Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes? Yeah! There. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in one again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Remains of the other day's lunch were scattered around. Everyone was probably shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh? She's got a point. Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids? Wow. I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks, they passed the expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. There's some regular suits here among the customers. This must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick, get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I mean, kind of like samurai movies, kinda. He doesn't open his window much. It's kind of dusty outside. I don't think there's anything in here for us right now. Oh, hello. Ho-ho, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. Heard something at the trial today. They said the director and the producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop stage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio had seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. Or the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. Producer, huh? Hey Nick, it looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion of today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down the path of the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. This place is deserted. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No. There's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. What are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. On a closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've probably been sitting there for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. Incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? Because it's the only thing I have, Maya. I have nothing else. Alright, said we should go back to the main gate. Or maybe not, as I can't, there's nothing new, so. Go back to the employee area? Pressing move? WTF? Who'd you dudes, LMAO? Oh god, it's this guy. Here we go, everybody. Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? I make delete shows to Steel Samurai. Mine, RTFC, read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so... sorry. No, quite alright, Billy. It's fine. Raffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah, hot. Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume rocks. Rock sores? What? Hey, you're drooling. Lol, but for overrun, you trigger my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to be Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Raffle LMAO. The Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. Hey, I was so busy, I didn't even get a chance to eat. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does sucksores mean? No idea. Anyway, I was in the meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean G. Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills, all the way scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. We had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Oh, sorry. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also, a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Aha! You again! How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost! You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. But you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure talk a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. About the kid that you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Hey! Hey, wait! I'll bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, I'm Kiddo. What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You got to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again and I'll cut you where you stand, evildoer. So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai. How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side. Ha! You can't fool me. Okay then, what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kiddo. Watch it. What are they doing? They're geeking out together, Phoenix. Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? Huh? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything! What? But no way I'm telling you losers! What? Wait! Let me go! He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there? I wonder. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Huh? Where's that old windbag? Ought of her to leave her post. Hey! Nick, that was her! So stop, whippersnapper! Yep, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Nyah! Uh-oh, she tripped! My sure looks happy. Maybe Studio 1. Oh shoot, we're at time anyway. Alright. I didn't even notice we were at time, so it doesn't matter. Yep, here we are. We met Cody Hackins. We met the freaking director that is supposed to represent me, I guess. But being a gamer and a nerd. especially from that time. I think this game takes place in the late 90s canonically, but like I think around the time I was born, so I wouldn't know all the leet speak. The only thing that I think really survived from that was LMAO. Like that's the only one. Like yeah, that 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 never went out of style. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Boney Time for our content, especially more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Also, please make sure to share this video far and wide so you get as many eyes on the series as possible. I will see you all in the next one.